Hey everybody, it's Tyler and Dan with Gaia Force Gaming. I'm here with Dan Vang. We played in the Ultimate Cups. We both got lucky enough to get into both. On Saturday, we both top 32. I top 32, Dan top 16. And on Sunday, Dan top 16 again, and I ended up 4th. So this video should be coming out after the other two. So we're here to just talk about the decks that we played and our matchups and our experience in general. So this is the deck Dan played on Saturday at the Core TCG Ultimate Cup, and I guess from there I'll just let Dan take it away. What's up, Dan?
Sure. What's up, Tyler? Hello, everyone. Yep. Just give me a deck profile of what I took on Saturday to get 13th place, top 16. At the Core TCG event. We can go through this relatively quickly because it's blue, but there's a little extra in there. Eggs are a little typical, just the 4 Chiaro, 1 Upa. I don't have to go through too much. You've heard a lot of other videos, especially, including our squads. Just of trying to source strip, it's still a blue hybrid with a little extra in it. Upamon's just the 5th egg. Sometimes seeing Upamon isn't so bad. Depending on your matchups, if you're facing more of an aggressive matchup that you have to clear security faster, Upamon's not as bad because you can still get the card draw. Because if you're facing, let's say, maybe Purple Rush, or maybe you're facing like Jessmon, who has maybe a Huckmon out and their stack is still in the bag, you still get that draw. Because at that point, it's a race to finish their security before they can essentially destroy yours in one shot. For this list, actually, I played only 3 Stravimon instead of the usual 4, I feel most people play. I think I just cut out space so I could add in this nice little package that we're going to see later, but I reverted back to 4 for Sunday. What can I say for the Clam and the Watermelon, the Floodgates? Always nice to drop one. If you can see one early, the better, right? A lot of matches, depending on what you play, some will either gain memory or someone will try to reduce cost. This is great against any of the level 5 hybrids. It's great against opponents who play Hammer Spark, Jack Raid, any of the boosts, so they can't delay for that. I believe I played 3 Boko on Saturday as well. Pokemon is so good. I feel torn because I think at the beginning of the format it felt great, but now if the more chance you're likely to run into decks that run like Sora Joe, you kind of don't want Pokemon sitting out there giving them free memory. I think a lot of times that I've played Boko, if I couldn't take advantage of the effect to gain memory, or if they had let's say Madoki on board, I think I ended up just swinging with it so it could at least check the security, then potentially die. That plan doesn't work all the time. Sometimes you hit a second Sora Joe and that hurts a lot. For the champions here. Level 4 hybrids. We got Orbeach. What more can I say? Kumamon and Korikaku. Door stripping is the name of the game. Using it with Tommy. Pretty good. Definitely like the fact that obviously the more hybrids the better. Combined with Beowulf that you're going to see anyway. Able to bounce back and just trying to put more pressure on the opponent is a good thing. The level 4 that people want to see. Promo Lobomon. Yes, folks, we are running the Ancient package. Just not too much, just a little splash, as some of you may know too, the whole week building up to the Core TCG event, I was testing Gabubon hybrid. And I just felt it wasn't consistent enough for me. Some games were great, but some games it felt horrible to have to bond, get rid of 2 security, and if they had 5 security, there's no way I was going to be able to clear and check them all. So I was like, let's splash in this. It actually didn't go so bad. So sometimes if I wasn't able to just, warp into the Ancient Garurumon, I was able to evolve over, let's say, a rookie and just hard choke them at 1 if they didn't have a memory Tamer and dodge the Sora Joe. So it wasn't too bad.
And then just real quick, the other cool thing that people might not realize, because I get the lateral thinking, people are so used to the same plays that they don't see other ones. because I didn't realize this until I watched one of your games. When you evolve over the Lobomon to choke them, even if you can't take advantage of it that turn, and then you evolve the Beowulf over that, you could bounce the Lobo back to bounce one of theirs, and then you can use the Lobo. So it's not like you end up losing out on the effect.
Correct. Another play is, so I'll show the 4 Beowulf as well anyway. Another play is, I never had the opportunity to do this, but I essentially could have evolved over, and if I didn't want to bounce it back, there was a possibility where I could just reduce the cost because of the Lobomon inherit to go into the Ancient.
Yeah.
That is also another play that's viable. Probably not the best play, but it is a viable play.
Hey, if it comes up, it comes up.
Exactly. So 4 Beowulf. This is so good. This is like the only level 5 you probably want to run in Blue Hybrid or any counterpart to any color deck. Just the ability to swing and bounce one of your opponent's cards back and be able to, like what Tyler was saying, either bounce Korikaku or even one of the throne ones back so you can cycle through it. So good. I'll show the Ancient package since we've already seen it. There's 2 Ancient packages, Ancient Garurumons and 1 Azulon. Azulon really was the one that closed a lot of games. I think out of the games I played, Ancient only came up twice. I think during my round I was like, alright, we're going to go to Ancient, we're going to swing for multiple checks, it's over. I swung, restood everything, first check was Hammer Spark, I was like, okay, never mind. But it was still fun to do. I think in my round 4 matchup, that's where I was able to take advantage of this and be able to swing. I think I swung like 6-7 times that turn just to clear their whole security because I had Madoki on board, so I didn't feel as careful. But yeah, these are the level 6s. Options: 2 Howling, 1 Ice Wall, 1 Aqua Viper, and just 4 Spark. I feel like these are typical option cards in a typical Blue Hybrid deck. Depending on ratios, some people might run more Howling, maybe less. Aqua Viper's a tech card. Everyone's between, like, what? If they don't have room, right, they're either between Aqua Viper, Forbidden Trident, or Supreme Cannon, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I typically just went with Aqua Viper. Aqua Viper, I don't remember it helping me much on Saturday, but I think on Sunday I faced Howard Kwan, who was running Cherubi, and he at one point had 2 Salamon on board, and I bounced one of my rookies to bounce both his Salamons before they could swing next turn, and that gave me all the advantage I needed to close out the game. And Tamers, I just ran Star Deck Matt, 3 Sword Joe, 4 Tommy, and 3 Davis. I think this is also more typical of a regular Blue Hybrid deck, where they run around this set of ratios for Tamers. Sometimes maybe people run 1 extra and 1 extra of this. I think for Sunday, though, I did revert to a 4th Sword Joe as well, because I felt like I wanted that extra Tamer. That is the deck.
Very
we can discuss matchups on Saturday if you like.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Just your matchups, how you felt the deck did, if you thought the package was worth it, stuff like that.
So I faced a lot of good players. Just naming some, I faced Randu, I faced Infamous, Tyler Senior, and I faced Nobu in the final round 9. Facing Nobu was tough though because he clapped me really bad. I think at that point in round 9, I wish this Ancient Garurumon was any other card. Overall, I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was super consistent. It's nice to be able to, I guess, potentially go for a burst turn to just swing from multiple checks. Originally teched it in because I thought it'd be nice against a yellow hybrid if they had like a Dynasmon or 2. At least being able to swing, restand, swing again, and then it being 13k, they'd need like multiple TK cards to kind of like run it over, or TK Kari, or at least putting pressure, because even though they killed it, I could play another blue hybrid and kind of get around that. But it was okay. I encourage people to test it out if they like it. I think a lot of people are trying to stray away from the typical blue hybrid because they feel, maybe they want to try something different. You can try Bond, you can try Ancient, but I think just 2 of is fine. It doesn't feel as they takes up too much space.
Very cool. So, as a spoiler, on Sunday you did drop the package and go with a more standard blue hybrid build, right?
I did.
Is it just any reason? Like, was it a consistency issue with the package, or did you just?
I think it felt like a consistency. I mean, it's only 2 of each, right? 2 promos and 2 ancients, but I think at that point I preferred them to be anything else. I think I ended up subbing them out for another Sword Joe, a Howling, a Purple Mimi, and a Susanomon. I believe that's what I teched out for Sunday.
Very cool, very cool. Yeah, so we played probably a very similar list on Sunday, except I think instead of Purple Mimi, I had the second starter deck Matt.
Yeah, you didn't Trident too, correct?
Yeah, I did Trident over Viper. Thank you. I'm not as big a fan as Viper as everyone else.
Yeah. I think that's a personal preference at that point too, right? It's just really, do you see it in your situation and you have more use for it? Sure, because technically Trident has a lot more uses, but the Aqua Viper I really do like bouncing.
I feel like Viper, at least for me, like this might not ring true for everyone. Viper for me was like 95% of the time useless, and then the 5% it did come up, it won me the game. Whereas,
that's exactly what happened for me.
Whereas like Trident, like I would get a lot of utility out of it every time I drew it, and I just felt like that was more important. Like I talked about, if mine ends up getting uploaded first, my blue top 4 list. I talked about how every mirror, a lot of people say the mirror comes down to whoever gets Beowulf first. Trident like resolves that issue because they get Beowulf first and like kind of clear your board. But as long as you have the memory tamer and like maybe a Spark or maybe a Matt or a Sora Joe, and you can get to like 4 at least, you can go into your Beowulf, go Trident, swing over their Beowulf, and clear 2 bodies. So it's like 3 bodies in your favor, and like that's just so huge in the mirror.
Yeah, that's super oppressive in the mirror if you're able to at least clear two bodies minimum.
Yeah, and like even there was a person I played in one of the later rounds who I got Beowulf first. They did that to me, and then I did it back to them. And it was just like, oh man. So
that's awesome. That's funny.
But yeah, I mean, this is blue format. We got what, 3 weeks left of blue format, and then we get to shake things up. I think we're just about at that peak point that we were in like Lord Nightmon format, where the deck, everyone agrees it's solved, it's really good, but it's just a little boring. So let's. I know I'm trying to play a different deck in every event. I played purple, blue, and we'll see what I play next week. You want to drop any hints of what you're playing next week? You sticking with blue? Might go to Bond.
I'm actually not playing Top Cut.
Oh, so you didn't get into Top Cut. Okay, cool.
I'm looking for all the homies in Top Cut. I could have got in, but I already have plans. I'm gonna go see some friends.
Yeah, and hey,
take a weekend off.
That's a good segue to like let people know. Like I think it's an important comment to make that it's not the end of the world if you don't get into these events. Like you know.
Yeah. I think it does stink if people take the day off for the event and things happen. That's another story. But I think if you don't get into the event, it hurts. But we can still do other things, guys.
Spend the day rooting on the homies. Watch the streams.
Watch the streams. Cheer for the people. Cheer for the homies. Because if you didn't get in, a homie did. One of your friends did. Root for somebody. Just fingers crossed. At least everyone gets in at least minimum 1 tournament, so they can at least be able to participate and play, have fun, and get that Dimmy V.
Yeah, we get hope. I think I would like to believe moving forward that we're going to see things implemented that'll make it easier to get into these events. I think things take a little longer than people give it credit for on Bandai's end, with a company that big and the card game only being a very small part of their major company. So I'd like to believe things will get better and we'll all benefit from it. So just my little
there's more regionals coming up too. There's more tournaments coming up. I think there's more in real life tournaments as well, right? We got like Origins. We got is that the one PPG's hosting? There's the Philly one. There's the Ohio one. There's the Pennsylvania one.
Yeah.
We
There's
got
Origins
regionals
Game
coming up
Fair.
online.
Origins Game Fair in Columbus. There's one in Pennsylvania. I can't remember the name of it. Too Many Games or something like that is the name of it.
Something like that, yeah.
And then we also have the online regionals. Just a lot of cool stuff coming up next month.
Yep.
So,
hopefully, everyone will have a chance to participate in a few tournaments. Hopefully, Gen Con has their announcement soon. That's what we're waiting on.
yeah, for sure, Gen Con.
Watching this.
Gen Con was a ton of fun last year, so I'm hoping it'll be a lot of fun this year. And, I'm hoping everyone ends up getting to play in the events they want to play in and, just getting some Digimon under their belt. I guess before we wrap this out, is there anything else you want to say? Any shout-outs? Any, the normal stuff?
Yeah. Shout-outs to the squad, GFG. Shout-outs to everyone in DA. And shout-outs to, Jackson and everyone else who's been, just collaborating, testing. Shout-outs to Imperial Gaming Collectibles, MetaMats for the mat. Shout-outs to David Lago, though.
Yeah.
He's a beast.
Yeah.
Shout-outs to David Lago.
David Lago, if you're watching this video, you're insane for getting that back-to-back Paladin mode.
This man got first place twice.
Let's see.
In a 48-hour span.
Do you think he's going to three-peat this weekend coming up?
I don't know. Someone's got to ask him if he's even playing it, right?
But anyway, thanks for taking some time, Dan. I'm excited to get some more games in, figure out what I'm playing this weekend, and I'm excited for next set. More cool stuff coming. Everyone, down in the link below, you can sign up for our Discord. We got some cool new playmats and prizes coming up. You can see the dice on Dan's screen that we give out, and hopefully you guys are enjoying the stuff that we're bringing to you for, trying to have some unique stuff to play for. And our community's kind of cracked. We got so many good players at this point playing on Mondays, and I think it's a really good way to step your game up if you're looking to do that, or even just hang out and make some new friends. So I guess that'll wrap things up for us. Again, thank you, Dan Vang. Shout outs to GFG. There probably won't be a profile because it is just another blue deck, but shout outs to Ben for also coming top 64 in the cup that he played at. Unfortunately, Trey got snapped from Sunday, so we have to save him from the multiverse. And yeah, we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.